Hello everyone, my name is Claudia and today I would like to show you how to use StitchaRoo. Imagine you are first time at this website and you have no idea how to start, what to do, where to find stuff, and I would like to show you quickly how it works. But before that, I would like to invite you to follow me on Facebook. I created Facebook profile called StitchaRoo.org. Then I have Instagram. Here you can find my nick. And I would like to put here more posts about any updates and changes to our website. And then I also have StitchaRoo YouTube channel. So please subscribe and follow me for updates and news about the website. Okay, let's begin. If it would be my first time at the website, I would just have quick look around what's going on. At the top of the page you have latest patterns, then you have creator spotlight, and you can click here to read more about these free designers which I highlighted. And if you press their name, you can see all the patterns on our page from these designers. Then you have popular patterns at our page, and you can see what other users are doing, commenting on other people's images, adding new images to patterns, so you can see how the finished piece look like, and it's absolutely beautiful. And thank you, Stuffy Rag, for this beautiful picture. Thank you. Okay. So that's the main page. And then you can press about us, where we wrote a bit about this page, and you can see introduction videos here. Then you can go to patterns page. You have some filters here, and you can see all the patterns added to our page. And by patterns I mean just the basic thumbnail, the photo of the pattern, and basic information about that. There is no actual charts included here, and we don't sell anything on this page. Okay, so you can have a look at our catalog and see what patterns we've got. There is many different creators, designers already. As you could see, there is almost 2000 patterns added by our users. So you can get inspired, maybe you'll see something for the first time like this gnome, and you can give it a heart, and if you like it, you can then see all your liked charts patterns at your profile, which I will show you later on. We have a lot of dimensions kit, just none, mill heel. I myself added around 1000 patterns, and I tried to include things which are popular. Okay. Then let's see what you can find in your profile. That's my sidebar, and I go to my profile here, or you can press this icon at the top. But let's go to my profile. Here are basic information about my profile, and below you can see my activity. This part of your profile is visible to anyone, and you can see how many stitches I did each day. So when you just wait for a second on each day, you will be able to see my progress on each day. And here you can change if you use stitches or minutes or any progress. because I know some people just count how many hours they stitch, some people just use how many stitches they do per day. So we wanted to give two options for people. Then you can see other people collection, and if it's stashed, or is it WIP, or is it on wish list. And I would like to show you how to create collection. There are a few methods which you can use. Firstly, you can just bring, I don't know, a box with all your stashed kits and patterns, and go one by one and see if we have it on our page. For example, I can write one of the dimensions kits, mother, because I stitched this piece and it's already on our page. I would click it with right button, and here you can see this pattern on our page with all the details. And here you would, if you don't have it in your collection yet, then you would see the message here, add item to collection. I already have it in my collection, that's why it says edit. And here you can see I have it fully finished, but you can use any other option here. You can add start date, end date, if it's already your WIP, or like me, you finished this piece. Then you can write your personal notes which won't be seen by anyone else, like what material you used, maybe you added some special details there, or you changed the word mother for something else, whatever you would like to add here. And then you press submit. Okay, then you would like to add a pattern from Mill Hill, African daisies, which I also have in my collection and I finished. So you again press edit collection item, and then you change your collection status here. Okay, so that's the first method. You just go one by one from your stash, and if one of your patterns is not here, then you go to patterns page and press here add new pattern, and you fill this all of this information, and at the end you press submit. It's very easy, very simple. Basically the only required information is pattern name and picture which we can use for a thumbnail. The rest information is not always accessible. Sometimes designers don't show you the size in stitch count, or they don't show you the size in inches or centimeters, so I don't require that to be added, but as much information as possible, I'll be very grateful for that, because then I'm the person who will check this submission, and I will have to go and look on internet if I can add any more information here. And we have a lot of publishers or artists here, but if something is missing, then you can just write the name of the artist and press create here. And then I will add this creator to our page. So that's very easy and simple. You add a few tags if possible to describe what is on the pattern, stitch types included in this pattern, distribution form, very basic information, which will help other users later on. Okay, so that's the first method of adding things to your collection. The second method is just you open patterns and just go through the whole list and see if there are patterns which you have in your stash. You can go and like patterns which you like. You can add them to your wish list or to your stash and things like that. Yeah, you can, at the top of the page, you can filter things by dimension, suggested size, color count, year of release, and things like that to narrow your search. And the last method is you go to creators page, and here you can see all the creators at our page. You can just use publishers or artists and press the letter. So for example, if you look for dimension kits, then you would go to letter D, find dimensions, and you just go through all of their designs, all the patterns which we have at our website, and you can press this button with pencil and change the collection status. Or if you just simply like it but you are not sure if you would like to have it on your wish list, then you can just like it here. And it will be later on saved on your profile. There is over 200 dimensions kits here, which is great. Okay, and then you go to different creator and you look, for example, for Mill Hill kits. Here we go, and you have some Mill Hill kits here. And I would like to highlight one thing for you. If you go, for example, for latte, you press this pattern, you would like to add it to your collection, okay, then you can see at the bottom of this page if this pattern is part of the series or there are different versions. And here you can see different patterns which are in this series, and you can go like that to another one. Okay, so that's 3 methods how to add items to your collection. But you can see this collection here, yeah. But where you can find your liked patterns, for example, in your stitch book. So you can go to your stitch book in your profile, or just on the sidebar of also button with my stitch book. Here is your dashboard, and you can see here pictures with pieces which I was working on recently, and then your progress from the last week, last month, and the current year. And as you can see, I didn't add progress for a few good days, and I would like to show you how to do it in a few seconds. So here, if we press collection, it will be very similar to the collection which is visible for anyone, but there will be more columns visible, like when you started and finished some pieces, and there will be more coming soon. Yeah, so here you can see all my collection, and below are all liked patterns. So you can see here all the patterns which I liked. Here is the heart. Okay. And also there is 4th way to add something to collection. You can press here in the stitch book, add to collection, and you can just simply search the name of the pattern here and see if it appears on our page. What can I add here? Joy Betine. Yeah. Here you can see Joy Betine by Janet Douglas. So I press here and I can change collection status here, or write any notes or start date, end date, things like that. Okay, so that's 4 ways how you can add items to your collection on our page. I hope everything makes sense so far. And now I would like to show you how to add progress to your whips. So you go to your profile and my stitch book, or straight away to my stitch book, and then you go to work in progress, your whips. And here you can see I have 4 whips. Actually, I gave up on this project at the moment, and I didn't work on this project for over a month, as I can see. So I only have these 2 projects at the moment. And I will show you how to add stitch locks here. So firstly, I would like to add progress to this Christmas sampler. I'll show you how it looks like. That's a pattern from Lena Suchomska. You can find her on Etsy. Her brand name is Such a Stitch, and I love her patterns. Yeah, you can find her here. She has some other patterns added on our page, which are very, very beautiful. I have this one in my stash as well, and I'm planning to start it very, very soon. Okay, let's come back to our topic. So that's the Christmas sampler I'm doing at the moment, but my idea is I don't do it as a one big sampler, but I have acrylic base with a few elements on them. So at the moment I'm doing this bow, but I finished this balloon. I will show you pictures how they look like, how the balloon looks like. I have it already finished, and what stage I'm with with this bow, but they turn out beautifully. And I must tell you, I had accident with the balloon. I do it on an acrylic base and I broke it. But I didn't break it during cross stitching. I broke it because I left my cross stitch back on the floor, and then I put my hand with a big pressure on this stitch back, and then it broke. But I fixed the situation, and you can see now how the finished piece look like. So everything is fine. And yeah, again, let's come back to the topic. So that's the Christmas sampler. And if I want to add the stitch lock, I can press pencil here. And I'll show you that recently I added some progress. And you can see last time I was doing stitch locks 26th of July, so I don't do it every day. I just do it like once a week or so. So last time I was adding stitch lock 26th of July. And how I do it? Here you have a place to add it, lock progress. So you can either choose single day or date range. And then it will just divide your crosses between this date range you chose. So if it's a week, like 2000 stitches will divide between 7 days. But I have progress from every single day I was stitching. So I was stitching, for example, 27th of July, and I did 255 and a half stitch. I don't count how many minutes, so I don't put it here. But if you would prefer to use hours or minutes, you need to put here, like, for example, 100 minutes. And you can put here. And then I press submit. And look, it appeared here. And you can see how many hours I stitched and how many stitches I already did on this piece. And how many stitch days I work here. And then I'll add 28th of July, 2nd of August. That's very quick and simple. 3rd of August. And I must tell you, I use Cross Stitch Saga, which counts my stitches when I highlight crosses I made. And I love Cross Stitch Saga. But sometimes if I don't have a pattern for Cross Stitch Saga, then I count manually stitch by stitch. And then today I stitched 163. Okay. And you could notice the stitchy days change, the number of stitches change, and here you see all my stitchy days here. And if you made a mistake, you can edit here or you can delete this day. Yeah, that's very simple. And you can have a look at different columns here. For example, I don't use notes much, so I just hide it. Session length, I don't usually remember how much time I spent on each piece, so I just hide this column. And especially if you look at this page on phone, then you want to make view as simple as possible. And that's how it looks like. If I would like to add progress to Enchantment of the Wolf from Heaven and Earth Designs, I can again press this pencil, which you could see there, or I can also go to the pattern like now, and here you had edit collection item, but you have also a stitch log button. So you can do it this way as well. So yeah, I think it's very simple, and I don't want you to get bored with me adding my stitch logs. But I'll also show you again. Single day, 30th of July, 110 stitches. Then 31st of July. Okay, so I added all of my stitch days. And look at dashboard. You remember before you could see only my progress in 2026, and you can see here just 5 biggest projects from this year. Maybe I'll ask my husband later on to add, maybe change it from 5 biggest projects to maybe 10. I'll see what other people think. And then you can see my progress in August. So so far I worked just on 2 pieces, Enchantment of the Wolf and Christmas Sampler. And as you can notice, the piece on the right is the piece which you stitch the most on. So I did over 1000 stitches so far, and you can see it here. And this week I worked the most on the Christmas Sampler so far, but it's the difference of 2 stitches. Crazy. Yeah. So that's how it works. As well, I made the screen view a bit bigger, so it will be visible on YouTube much more. But normally it's everything is a bit smaller on your laptop. Okay, so that's how you add work in progress. And as well, when you see columns like that, you can add and hide some stuff. Yeah, you can play with that and try things. I hope nothing will break, but if something is missing or not working, you can always message us. We just created this website a few months ago, and the website is for cross stitchers, so we want you to enjoy to use this website as much as possible, and share with us any ideas you have. We are very open for that. Okay. Now the final point of my presentation for today is inventory. I hope you're happy so far. And let's go to inventory. Here you can keep track of all your threads, fabric, beads, and other, like maybe you would like to save here treasures from Mill Hill, or I don't know, something else, buttons or stuff like that. So you can choose here brands. I'm planning to add some more brands in the future, but I need some time. At the moment, DMC is the most popular, so I added DMC, and I choose here cotton. Here you can see all of my stashed threads, but I would like to add some new, which I didn't add before. So I press all available, and if you have all the DMC cotton available, you can just press this button, and if you press OK, we will add one thread of each number to your collection. So if you have everywhere 0, you will see number 1 everywhere. And it's good for people who own the whole collection, like me. So with one click, or two, because you need to press here and then OK, you add the whole collection. I think it's very handy. At least that's what I think, and I told my husband to include here. Okay, so to see more threads, I press this button, and then I want to go to numbers over 700, I think. So you can see I added most of them. Oh, and here it is. From 739, I didn't add any. So you can either press here plus or minus to play with numbers, or you can just click on the number and write it manually, whichever is easier for you. For me, when I have few of each color, I prefer to just press the number and change it. So you can see it's very, very simple. Before I had everything written just on a piece of paper, but now I would like to have everything on StitchaRoo. Yes, I don't want to show you the whole process because it's very, very simple and everything will be saved. So what do you think? Is it easy? You were expecting something harder with inventory? Yeah, and you can press different collections and play here as well. Don't be scared to try things here. And with fabric, I just played today to see how it works. I didn't add any fabrics yet. If you add a new item type on your profile, it will be visible only for you. So if you are missing some stuff, you can contact us and see if we are planning to add these things like threads. Like I will try to add some more brands, yeah, in the future. So you don't want to add them by yourself and then I will do the same job in the future. But if there are, like, for example, fabrics which are hand dyed by someone and it's not very popular, you can add them here. So you just add new brand. Oh, we need to press that it's fabric, actually, not thread. So we want to add new brand. Why it doesn't let me switch to add new brand name? So I would put here, for example, it's Zweigart. I would choose that it's fabric. Oh, I could use probably the DMC, but I mean, I could go from threads to and then change its category to fabric. Never mind. You put a name. So I would put, for example, Murano. I would put here item code if, I don't know, maybe rather than item code, I will ask my husband to add here the count. So it would be 32 count. Item description, maybe I would put color here. So if it's hand dyed and the designer of this color would call it, I don't know, for example, coffee, you would put it here. And you can, in collection, you can write linen or it's not linen, actually, it's even wave. If it's even weave or linen or Aida, you can set color here as well if you would like to, but it's not necessary. And how many pieces of that you have. Now I got idea that with fabrics we should have also a size, yeah. That's very important, how big the piece is. So yeah, I mentioned to my husband that every category will work a bit different. Like with beads, maybe you would put how many packs, but sometimes you have bigger packs. So maybe how many grams. I don't know if it's worth but with fabrics it definitely works different than with threads, yeah. And then you need to submit. And let's see if I, oh yeah, when I refreshed, that file card appeared here. And I didn't press how many items I have in my collection, so I don't have any. So that's everything for now, and I hope this video will help you a bit with using StitchaRoo. Please let me know in the comments or write me a message if you need any help. One of my friends was a bit scared because she can't speak English, and when I sent her a few short videos how to use a few things, now she added like 1/3 of her stash to StitchaRoo. Let me find her. That's her. Yes, I'm very happy that I could help someone, and now she's using the website like almost every day. So that's her collection. You can see she has already 275 items in her collection. Wow. And some of them, like maybe over 100, she added by herself, but like you can say 175 were already on our page, which I'm very pleased about. Yeah. One more option how you can add items to your collection. You can go to other users' profiles and see what they have in their collection. Like I have a big collection, and as I mentioned, my friend has quite a big collection. Also, she she added stitch logs, so you can see how many stitches she did per day. Yeah. I did this cross-stitch website for other fellow stitchers, and I hope you will enjoy to use it. You can see her as well at other users profiles gallery with all the pictures they added on the StitchaRoo page, and you can go to some pictures and like them. And soon we'll try to add new features like stitch list and stitch events, which is very, very exciting. Thank you for today. Thank you for your time, and enjoy your day. Bye.